We are rolling. All right. Here we go. Little different by way of Zoom. And it's another edition of SkiP HappEns, all part of the Wolfcast. And we got a great show lined up for you tonight. It's Deb Lamphere from the official country music fan club. And, of course, we got Janice. And I know, John? Jim. Oh, my God. I just had a brain fart. Janice and Jim from Runnin Shine. They're joining us tonight. And if you don't know who Runnin Shine is, let me just give you a little taste here. Hang on. Here we go. Listen to this, everybody. I love it.
Do you smell that? That nasty perfume, and do you see that? She moved a seat back, and she's got bad taste. Look at all of these CDs belonging in the trash, not scattered on the dash. We live right on my side. Where you trying to go? I need to know.
All right.
Never gonna hit the road with just anyone.
Get ready.
So who's calling shotgun?
It's called Shotgun, and there it is. And that is Runnin Shine. And Jim and Janice. Hey, I think you might have froze up. I don't know. Nobody's moving there. Deb, are you there? Everybody there? There you go. I don't know. It's crazy.
We're here.
Yeah, you're there. How you guys doing?
Great. Sitting here in the middle of a thunderstorm, so if the Wi-Fi cuts out, we apologize.
You're having a thunderstorm. I love thunderstorms.
Oh, we're supposed to get one, I think, tomorrow maybe. So you're probably sending it our way.
Yeah.
It could be. But welcome, everybody. And it's another edition of SkiP HappEns. We make it part of the Wolfcast, 92.1 The Wolf. And, of course, Runnin Shine. You can hear them on The Wolf several times throughout the day with that great song called Shotgun. You're welcome. It's Jim and Janice, as I mentioned. Of course, Deb Lamphere from the official country music fan club. And, of course, my name's Skip Clark. And, again, welcome, you guys. Tell us a little bit about who you are, the band Runnin Shine. I don't know which one of you is going to take the lead, but you're both looking at each other like now she's pointing, so I guess it's up to you.
Janice says I talk too much, but
He's the talker of the band.
I'm the front man. So now Janice is really Runnin Shine and has sucked us all in, and Runnin Shine has been together since about 2015, and we all came together very organically because in the southeastern Virginia area, it's very we switch players a lot, and everybody knows everybody, and we're all friends. So we just kind of came together by word of mouth and knew each other from other bands and whatnot. And our final arrangement here where we are was about 2017. So we've been in this arrangement for about 2.5 years, and recorded our EP in 2018, and full album came out May of 2019 last year.
Yep.
May 5th. Oh yeah, we had a Cinco de Mayo party because today is National Beer Day.
It is.
Ties in very nicely with our Cinco de Mayo album release, because nobody at the album release party really remembers it anyway, because it was Cinco de Mayo. So
right.
But Runnin Shine's a 4-piece band. We're non-traditional country is a good way to put it. We like to say we're rage country because we all kind of came from rock and roll backgrounds.
I love it.
Yeah. Just try to put a little edge on it. A lot of our songs are a little angrier than some of the Hey Girl pickup truck songs. And we have a good time together, and hope our audiences have a good time, and hope everybody enjoys our music. So that's Runnin Shine.
I can tell you right here in our neck of the woods that we're getting a very good response from Shotgun. It's doing real well. And you could tell you guys aren't, you're not new at being musicians. You have been doing this for a little while. obviously.
Yeah, we so our guitar player Richie is probably the elder. Richie was literally doing national tours with a metal band in the '80s. So he's the oldest, and Bill and I are probably next in line. Bill, our drummer, and Bill and I actually played in other bands together 10 years ago. And
this is my first band.
Yeah, Janice is her first band, and she's the youngster, but we're all seasoned professionals and been around the block a little while. So
you know pretty much what it takes and what it doesn't take, and you know how to do it, and you know how to do it right.
Well, we've learned that we're in it to have a good time, and that if you have a good time doing it, then hope it translates.
Yeah, exactly. If you're having a good time, everybody else is going to have a good time. I mean, that's the way it works. If you're after making it look like it's a job, nobody's going to enjoy it.
Exactly.
You want to have some fun. And I don't know if Deb knows this. I always bring Deb in on these because I want her to get to know the artist as well because of what she's doing. And she's putting a lot of shows together here in central New York, as well as Deb has some great connections in Nashville. But Janice is from Rochester.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know
Right
that.
up the road. And when did you leave Rochester, or you still have a place there?
I lived there my whole life until I joined the Navy in 2006.
Oh.
And that's how you ended up in Norfolk.
Yep, I ended up in Norfolk, and I love it here. I love it in Rochester too, but I love it here. Got a house here, have a family here, so.
And now you are. Yeah, yep. And how did you meet Jim and the rest of the guys?
Well, the first person I met was Richie, our guitar player, because my band and his band were both double booked at the same bar. We both showed up, and we played together, and it was like he never left. So it was awesome. And Richie played in another band with Jim.
Richie played in the other band with me, and said,
"All right, I'm confused."
he said, "You got to come check this lady out," and I did. And the other band we got a little busy, and I kind of had to make a decision. And I went with Team Janice, and we're all great friends with the other band, and then our drummer at the time was military, and he was restationed to Fort Leonard.
Yeah, our old drummer was in the Army.
Janice, you were in the Navy.
Yep.
And Jim, are you a military?
I was just an Army brat. I was not in the military.
Okay, I got you. Well, just because of the area where you are, obviously you've got the base there, and there's a lot of military action going on down there. I know that for a fact. I have a daughter in Newport News, so we go down to visit, and of course there's always something going on.
So our drummer at the time, Tim, was restationed, and we were looking for another drummer. And I had played in a band with Bill, our current drummer, who Bill was actually our old drummer's drill sergeant.
Oh my gosh!
And
you're totally confusing me. Who's with who?
One big web.
Again, I said that everybody was family. What I meant was it's very incestuous in Tidewater. But Bill retired from the Army band and came over with us a little over 2 years ago, and it's been a great fit. And everybody's, we're similar place in life, and got similar goals musically and family wise, and it's the chemistry is as good a band as I've had my entire life.
Exactly. You guys are off to a great start, and you can tell by listening to the music that you got it together. What they send us, and we play it, and it's just like, wow, these guys are good. And therefore we were going to do a show with you back March. What was it, Deb? Oh, March 18th.
Yeah.
March
pre-COVID lockdown.
Yep. Well,
days just starting then.
We were on a roll to get it going and get the show on the road, get you guys here and a couple of other artists, and bam. So that's why we're doing this. And this way I can bring you guys to the front of it all right here in Syracuse. You are going to be here on March 18th. At least our listeners can now at least listen to you a little bit, tell us who you are, where you're from. It's, who would have thought we'd be doing it this way? But, it's crazy.
Well, we got out there. Do we have a rescheduled date or not yet?
Not well. We can't do anything till we know what's going on in the future. So, and as soon, and I can tell, Jim and Janice and Deb, that once we get a good grip on what's going on. I don't think anybody really knows how long this is going to last yet. And we've got events canceling all the way back to September. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Something canceled. An Apple Festival canceled today for September, and you just go, "Are you kidding me?" So, but I think there's a lot of planning involved, and there's a lot that leads up to it. So, if you can't do that, you're not going to be very effective in doing the event. So, I think that's why. But as soon as we know that this is pretty much behind us, then we'll get the ball rolling, and we'll definitely get the shows back on the road. But
as a southern boy, if you can do that before it starts snowing up there, that'd be great.
No. You have to have. Now, I'm sure Janice knows what the lake effect is all about. Oh yeah. And
go in winter.
We were discussing for the radio tour. We were discussing whose vehicle we were going to take, my 4-wheel drive truck or a front-wheel drive car.
I'm the only one that knows how to drive in snow.
So it would be you, Janice. You'd be driving. Maybe it's his truck, but you'd be driving.
That's right.
So we actually did pretty good and didn't have a lot of snow this winter. So we got it early on, and
that's good.
Lucked out big time. So
yeah.
We could have had festivals going all March if we planned right.
Yeah. Deb, why don't you tell Jim and Janice a little bit about what?
So how are you guys? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. No, it's cutting in and out. I'm getting this note. Your internet connection is unstable. But anyways, we're going to keep rolling with it because, Deb, why don't you tell Jim and Janice a little bit about what you do with the Country Music Fan Club and what you've done in Nashville? Because it all goes together, and that's why I include you in all this.
Yeah, Skip's sweet. He, I kind of snagged him like 10 years ago. We became friends, and we met up at CRS in Nashville. Have you ever been to CRS? Do you go to that?
We went this year. It was fabulous.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Oh,
good time.
Well, I will have to connect there next year for sure. And so anyway, we started this organization. It's a passion I've had forever. And after raising 4 children, getting them out of the house, although I thought they were out of the house, some of them are back right now. So
they never really leave,
That's what I've been told. I didn't believe people at first, but now I believe them. So what we like to do is bring new artists into the community, and we put on showcases, and we get to bring new artists to new audiences, and we get to introduce these audiences to new artists. They get the taste of Nashville. They get to get up close and personal with the new artists, which is great. And we have a really, really good time. We've done, this year we did 3 events, and it just went over very, very well. And we had some events coming up, which now are postponed until, like Skip said, we don't know when until. And as we develop the organization, we'll be putting all kinds of VIP experiences together, and fun events, and charitable events, and artist events, and we're really excited about it. We're building a new digital experience right now, so that's in motion. Updating our website. All that's in motion.
Very nice.
So it's
really cool what she's doing, and we became friends. She was a friend of my boss's, and through the radio station, knowing what I do, and I've been doing this a long time. And it just kind of, I told her I'd help her out, and so I include her, and with a lot of things that we do. And I talk to a lot of artists, and I want to make sure she's involved because it's her way of networking with you guys, the stars. So
that's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The last Airbnb that we stayed in Nashville actually had damage from the tornadoes.
Oh, wow. And
I tell you, our hearts just go out to folks in East Nashville, everywhere that were impacted. That it was very eye-opening that, we were just there. We did our Arkansas, Missouri tour right before the tornadoes came through. And it's amazing to see the places that, we went to eat or got a coffee or adult beverages, because today is National Beer Day.
It is. Can I have coffee? I don't.
That had impact, and boy, that's just it impacted us significantly. We love Nashville. We've been there, 3-4 trips since November, since our radio release, and can't wait to get back.
It's a shame because they were hit, between the tornado and then turn around right on top of that, having the whole Corona thing. They had a double whammy. And
it's crazy. Deb's son actually lives in Nashville, so and that's another connection. But and thank God he's okay, and all our friends are okay. It's just the damage is just, you can't even imagine it unless you see the actual pictures or probably see it in person. We had a lot of the artists sending us videos, and it was just like, are you kidding me? It's just, and that was a week after CRS. It was crazy, which, you were just talking about that. So that's cool. I was on my phone. I was going to order a beer for my wife, and she's upstairs, which will totally upset her because you're using the phone and you're downstairs.
So I'm more of a bourbon guy, and Virginia has just authorized distilleries to ship straight to your house. So beer day, bourbon day, it's a good time in Virginia. So,
so my husband's in the background, and he heard you say bourbon, and he's like this. That's his favorite thing.
Oh, I love it.
I'll have to get the name of those distilleries that ship out direct.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way to go. Tell us a little bit more about Runnin Shine, though. So you've got the EP, you did the album, you're making some good music. What do you see happening? Well, let me back up a little bit. Everything that's going on right now, how is this affecting you as artist? Did you hear me?
No, you cut out.
I know. I think it's telling me internet connection is unstable. My son's probably watching videos upstairs, sucking down all the bandwidth. How is everything that's going on right now, with all this, the health crisis that we have with the COVID-19, how is this affecting you as artists? Do you both have other jobs? Are you going to be okay? Or do you depend on doing these gigs to help you, pay your bills and do what you have to do?
Fortunately, everyone in the band has another job, like a real grown-up job. But I don't, but I'm lucky that my husband does.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is still working. The lack of gigs has been just terrible for all musicians, all the sound guys. I mean, everybody's just struggling right now, trying to make ends meet with doing the Facebook Live shows, using their Venmos and PayPals and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, that'd be cool to even have you guys do something like that for Runnin Shine. I know we're seeing a lot of the artists coming up, just put the phone out there and do it. And you can still get your music out there.
Yeah, we're very fortunate in that we do have other income. But our production company, those guys have taken a big hit. And we've actually, we did a full band show before the full real shutdown in Virginia. And we donated all the proceeds to that and paid our sound guys because this guys.
Very cool. Very cool. Toby, what's Toby doing? Or is that butterscotch or is that patches?
Our sound guys, that's most of their family income. And, we went from 8 to 12 shows, sometimes 16 shows a month, paying those guys production cost to nothing. And we're working on ways to do some live feed stuff where they've actually our sound guys are also IT guys, and they put together a full streaming server to do live feed shows directly and bypass some of the politics that you have with some of the streaming platforms.
Right. Do it yourself.
We're working on some things to do with them where we can get them some income and keep bugging.
Yeah. When you have those people at your disposal, that is really cool that they can sit down and do all that. So
there's been some pretty creative live stream events going on. So the production guys really know how to do that stuff. It looks like it's on TV, like they do it all the time, and this stuff all just being whipped up over the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Yes.
So
a lot of band guys have very quickly learned how to be video guys.
Yeah.
So
take this hat off, put the next hat on.
Exactly.
We all do it nowadays.
Yeah.
One way or another, doesn't matter where we work, what we do. We all end up wearing a whole lot of different hats. So even in the
Are they
radio.
all in Virginia where you guys are?
Yes. So Runnin Shine is Virginia, northeastern North Carolina primarily.
Mhm.
We do some travel gigs out in Western Virginia and West Virginia. Most of our outside of those state things have been radio tour.
Mhm.
So our goals certainly for next year when we can all break loose of this stuff is probably I'd say Atlantic Seaboard type tours, including upstate.
Upstate New York.
Yeah,
Oh, we're looking for you. We're waiting for you. So
absolutely.
that's cool.
Can't wait.
How'd you guys come up with the name Runnin Shine?
My husband came up
Hey,
with
Jeremy.
Jeremy, get over here.
Come here.
No.
Come here.
How did
He's
you come
scared
up with the
of
name
Shy.
Runnin Shine? He's shy. That's okay.
Yeah. We were standing around the truck drinking moonshine, and he goes, "How about y'all be running shine?" And we were like, "Okay."
Sounds good.
Done deal.
That's not what I
It
sound
is a good name. I love it. I love it.
Here's what he sounds like exactly.
He's from Tennessee.
Yeah, he's from Tennessee.
I love it.
Jeremy's my best hunting buddy in the entire world, and we give him endless grief. So he's actually the fodder for a lot of the songs on almost all the songs on the album. That come from Jeremy and Janice's experiences. So
Hey, they make the best songs.
come on
About
up.
it. They do. They make the best songs.
Watching the feed on his phone or something about. He's so different.
I know it's cutting in and out a little bit, but that's interesting. So you're drinking moonshine, Runnin Shine, done deal, as quick as that. Now you've got a single on the radio, and you've got another single that's coming out. Are you writing these songs yourself, or?
Oh, my question.
Yep.
We think alike.
Oh, go ahead, Deb.
No, go. You stole my question. I said, but we think alike. So that's exactly the question I was going to ask.
That's another thing. We think alike. But
Go ahead.
so you write your own songs, Janice?
Yep.
They all pointed to you.
This is our primary songwriter. She'll come up with the idea and the melody and bring it to the band, and the band then will kind of write our parts. But she pretty much tells us what those parts are. So
No comment.
and more so than that, our producer and engineer is phenomenal. A young fella, he's in his 20s, super talented, and we'll go up and play our demos for him, and he'll kind of look up at the ceiling for a minute and then go, "Okay, here are your songs," and tell us what to do. So a big shout out to our producer. It's Grant Hart.
Very cool. Yep.
And he's really helped with a lot of arrangement things. But Janice writes all the songs. Most of them are about her experiences with Jeremy.
Uh-oh.
Well, like I said, they make the best songs. And
Yeah.
in country music, or at least the format, we have a rock edged country. We have the real country, if you want to call it that. You got all different types, but there's one thing that they have in common is it's like the soundtrack to our life. It's things we've been through. We can relate to. We can listen to a country song and go, "Oh my God, that's about me."
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. If you can write about your life, you can express your feelings, you can do it all through music, and that's how you're going to get your listeners and your fans, and that's pretty awesome. It doesn't happen in other genres, not like it does in country. So
Right.
So where do you record your music? In Virginia, or do you have to go to Tennessee to do that?
And we our engineer owns a studio here in Virginia Beach, and several of the comments we've gotten were, "I can't believe you didn't record that at a Nashville studio."
Mm-hmm.
He's just got the sound and the feel dialed in, and
it matters.
it's Pro Tools these days. A young kid can record in his bedroom with Pro Tools and sound as good as any studio.
That is so true. That is so true. If you know what you're doing, especially with Pro Tools, man, you've got it made. So
correct.
I run in my own studio. I have Pro Tools and I use Adobe, so I have them both. So I kind of go between the two depending on what I'm doing. So
I have GarageBand and
it's the software that came on your Mac. But no, I hear you. But that's good too. I mean, I have no complaints about GarageBand.
Right.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So we're talking with Runnin Shine. Their single Shotgun is heard on 92.1 The Wolf here in Syracuse. And Jim and Janice, two of the four members with us. The other two are, well, they are social distancing.
Distance.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're more than 6 feet away. Janice, her husband's right over there. But he's social distancing too. Oh, no. He's going to kill you for this.
Drink on camera.
Ah, there he is. I love it. So, what can we look forward to? No, let me ask you this before we put a wrap on this. You've have had a song on the radio now for a few months, a little bit more than that, and doing real well. What kind of advice could you give to a new artist or an artist that wants to get started? For example, how did you get to where you are? You had to take your music to somebody, you had to have them listen to it, you had to, obviously you had to get a promoter. How does all that work from your end? And what kind of advice would you give an artist that wants to be in your shoes right now to get a start? That makes sense.
Like Janice says, I always talk too much, but we got some advice from a friend of ours, actually Steve Cook. He's Phil Vassar's bass player.
Yes.
That said, be the big fish in your pond first, and then move forward. And we didn't take his advice. We're not the big fish in our pond, but we reached out to people. There are a couple of artists from Virginia that work with our promotion company, Grassroots Promotion. You find a good promotion company that you know will work with you and for you, and really appreciates your songs, and that's how you move forward. But you still do need to be a big fish in your pond to really progress and do things bigger than just playing your local bars and things like that. Practice all the time. Practice, hone your craft, and feel good about the music that you're playing. And if you feel good about that and you're having a good time on stage, that portrays, and people will relate to that, and you can move wherever you want to go.
So did you just say, okay, we're going to Nashville and we're going to put our music in front of some people today? Is that what you did, or did you do it from right where you are? You actually went to Nashville.
We went to Nashville, went straight to Grassroots, and said, these are our songs. We've recorded an album, and what do you think? And about a couple weeks later, the owner came back and said, I really like your stuff and I'd like to work with you. And from there, independent radio, independent artists, it's tough. You don't have the marketing machine that some of the large labels have. Mm-hmm. So it's if you got good songs and they're relatable, then give it a try. It's worth the money of paying a promoter to do that. However, you need to be prepared to do the promotion, the marketing and promotion. We've done 5, 6, 7 mini radio tours where we go to multiple states, visit with the radio stations, so you guys get to know who we are, what our backgrounds are, and what we're about, and what kind of people we are, and having that personal connection. That's been one of the biggest things with our current crisis, not being able to go and meet you guys in person.
Right.
And say, hey, I'm Jim. I'm just a regular big old fat guy that likes to play music, and I mean, that was really fun in our Janice is laughing. I mean, that was really enjoyable to us to be able to travel around and do the marketing at the radio stations, and just to meet the people, and so you guys can get to know who we are.
I don't know what's going on over there. I have the feeling that Janice.
And I won't tell you about what Janice always does in Nashville, because it ain't good. It ain't.
Oh, no. I want to know.
Well,
No,
she made me do karaoke one night in Nashville. So
why not? Did you go with RJ?
It's not good.
Yeah.
Did you go with RJ?
We were. We don't remember the name of the bar because we had
Oh, I get you there. I got you there. But they usually do a karaoke night, some of the people from Grassroots. And we were invited to go, but we were tied up. I think Deb and I were tied up doing something that night. But they do a karaoke night. I know RJ and Rebecca and a lot of the people that work for Grassroots. They go to a bar and they take it over and they do a karaoke night. So that's during the country radio seminar. We'll have to do that next time.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Sign us up.
So our favorites, we met some good friends, the Mexicans in Nashville.
Great
My good
band.
friend JJ Flores.
Mexicans.
The Mexicans.
Best band ever.
Best band ever. I have video I'll share with you of Janice dancing with them later. They play weekly downtown, and just a lot of fun.
They were funny. They're hilarious.
Yeah, our
awesome.
first trip ever. I'll share a quick story. Our first trip ever as a full band to Nashville, we said, you know what? Let's stay right downtown. We stayed at an Airbnb at the corner of 2nd and Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I really appreciate that folks want to be buskers and make some money, and I get it. You got it. You're doing a job, but don't play keyboard through both speakers at full volume outside of our window
At 1 a.m.
at 1 a.m.
Well, it kind of serves you right for getting a Airbnb at the corner of 2nd and Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you were like right there.
We learned the entire Disney catalog from the keyboard player, and we knew if he finished up Little Mermaid, we might go into his Beatles set. So.
It was awesome.
I love it. It's Runnin Shine, and Janice and Jim hanging with us for a little bit tonight, just finding out a little bit about them, and they can find out a little bit about us too. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. We didn't get to do the radio thing as planned because of everything else that's going on, but this is like, who would have thought that we'd be doing it this way? But at least we get to see each other now. We know who we are, and if we ever our paths cross, and I know they will, and Deb will be along with us too, and you know, it's just a cool thing. Today's technology, who would have thought that we'd be doing this 20 years ago? You know what I mean? Yeah, like you're doing it on your phone. I'm on my laptop. I'm in the SkiP HappEns podcast studio, and Deb is sitting right in front of her blackboard and her chalkboard.
We're just waiting for the math lesson anytime.
I think you need to take, when we do this, you gotta have something on the back. You gotta take a piece of chalk and write on the wall.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Lou doesn't like that idea. I can tell already.
No, he's a clean fanatic.
No, that's good. That's
Somebody in the family's got to be. I have no time.
All right, you know what? I don't. Deb, you got any questions?
Well, I was going to ask, so Grassroots that's your promotions company. So you're setting up and going on your radio tour. So do you have someone else that's handling, all of your marketing, like websites and your Facebook and your social media to let everybody know where all your shows are? Oh, there you go. So being an independent artist, those are some of the things that some people may not realize. If they want to be an independent artist, they're taking on those responsibilities.
Yep.
Absolutely. And we do all of our own marketing and merch sales and things like that. But we do have a couple of booking agents that we work with for our shows, some of our shows. Janice is our primary booking agent. The books at least half, if not more, of our shows.
Richie runs our website. Jim runs our Facebook. I do the Instagram. So we all do stuff.
So it's a shared responsibility. At least it's all not on one person, which is nice.
Right.
Which is the beauty of having the band and the teamwork that's going together. So that's great. That's great. Well, we're looking forward to having you guys back to Syracuse.
And we're looking forward to it
by the fall.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
No, I think they need to come about December. And we do like a week before Christmas.
Can we?
Well, you actually can. If you don't, you've got the 4-wheel drive truck, so what the heck? Right?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, the way our weather's been, it could be 65 degrees and sunny.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Or it could be 0 and 65 inches of snow. So, and you love the snow, Janice?
Yeah, because I don't live there anymore. I don't have to shovel it anymore.
Yeah, Janice, being from Rochester, knows what lake effect is all about. And I have relatives there. Half my family's in Rochester, so we know. And here in Syracuse, and if you were to go to Watertown, you'd be driving through the snow belt as well. So
Yeah.
something to keep in mind. It'd be an experience with Janice behind the wheel. You'd be fine.
It's well, I can drink, man, so it would be fine. Hey, National Beer Day. Here we go. That's
I know. I didn't know. I have my wine here.
Oh, and I'm the guy drinking coffee. What's wrong with this picture? I ordered a beer and it has not arrived yet.
Now I think didn't she brought you a hat last time? She had to bring you a hat down here. Now you're asking her to bring you a beer. I don't know.
She's mad at me. Don't tell anybody. All right, it's Runnin Shine and spending a few minutes with us here at SkiP Happens in 92.1 The Wolf and Deb Lamphere from the official Country Music Fan Club. And stay safe and just do what you have to do. Just we're on complete what do they call it? Shelter in place. That's what we're And now they've even told us only certain people can go out on certain days, depending on what year you were born. If you were born in an even year, you can go out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If you were born in an odd year, you can go do your shopping on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and every other Sunday it rotates.
I have to be honest with you, though, we needed that because
we have a lot of idiots out there that are just, people need to pay attention. If we want this to end, everybody needs to pay attention and do what they're told and not hang out with all the buddies in the park. So
too many out.
Yep. I'm not going to get into that, but thank you guys. God bless you both and all of you, and stay safe. And it's been a pleasure chatting with you and to get to know you a little bit, Janice and Jim. Love you guys, man.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you,
I can't wait to have you here and see you in person and hear you perform and live. So we're looking forward to all that.
And we'll do it. All right, guys. Peace out. Stay. Oh, wait a minute. Where can they? If we got somebody that's been watching this, they watch it. We're going to have all this posted. What about getting your music? How can they go online? Where do they go? Is it just about anywhere?
Anywhere you download music, you can find our music. Check us out on Facebook, Runnin Shine Band, Instagram.
With no G, because the G's are all up in here.
Running, no G.
Running.
And website, runninshine.com.
Runninshine.net.
Yep. .net. Okay, there it is. So Runnin Shine, everybody. And again, thank you for joining us, Janice and Jim. God bless you both. Stay safe, stay healthy. And we're going to see you as soon as all this is over with. And with thanks to the technology that we have today, we're able to do this. So peace out, guys. You're all awesome. See ya. Peace.
Stay safe. Nice to meet you.
Me too.
Oh.